Hey guys, welcome to Fishing Tackle channel. I just wanted to show you guys how to put together some of my ways to fish in saltwater. This isn't anything new. Saltwater, drop shot, or in Asia, especially Korea and Japan. I believe it originated in Japan. They call it downshot, which derives from drop shot, right? It's another, maybe, I don't know where they got downshot. Maybe somebody misheard drop shot and they started calling it downshot. But yeah, pretty much in America for bass fishing, we call it a drop shot rig. So it's simple. What you need is get your leader line. I hear 40 pound. I mean, for you guys to see, it could be pretty much any line, anywhere between 40 to down to 8 pounds. It doesn't really matter. If you're a finesse fisherman, you don't really need thick lines, but yeah, depending on what type of fish you catch, you might need a thicker line. But right now I have plenty of 40 pounds to waste, so that's what I got. And here are the hooks. Multiple type of hooks, but the ones that weight works best for me for these drop shot saltwater rigs have been these 4 knot straight J hook, or one of these like a bass wide hook. So these are hooks that I purchased from Korea. I guess getting these, I should have got more from Korea. One of these cost like only $2 or so. So it's incredibly cheap, obviously. Well, it's made in Korea. So 30 of them, I think this cost me like $3-4 or something like that. This whole package cost me less than $5-6, I think. So yeah, these are two types that I would use. I think if you're using live bait or fresh bait, you could use either one of them. I don't think it really matters. If you're using artificial, traditional, what they call a downshot rig, you have to present in a certain way. So I'll show you how I do this in a little bit. So normally you would hook it like this on a drop shot rig, and this is the action you'll see. I'll show you in a bit. Or in an old-fashioned bass fishing, this would be a weedless. So you would hook it up like this. If you have snags on the bottom, this is probably not that great. This is probably better. And when a fish bites, you could hook it. But a lot of time you have a possibility, if you're not an experienced fisherman, that you're going to lose your fish because you don't hook it. But with this, you have to hook it with the wide gap hooks. But for straight hooks, you have the hook showing, protruding. So pretty much, as soon as a fish bites, it'll get hooked bite automatically, and you'll be able to additionally hook it and catch the fish. But at the same time, if there are snags, weeds on the bottom, it's gonna get caught. So those are two pros and cons for these two hooks. But let me get to how I make 3 types of drop shot. 3 easy ways to do it. I think all 3 of them, they're all preference, and so it doesn't really matter. So about, I guess, I use about my arm's length. So from your hand, holding it all the way down to your armpit, I would go and then simply use one of these nail clippers to cut it. This one, for anybody wondering, I think this is Abu Garcia. I don't know, Berkeley. It cost me like $3 at Walmart to buy this. So rather than scissors, get one of these. It's very handy, light, useful. So once you have this line, I'll show you the first type of easy way to do it. First is easy polymer knot. So you take each side and fold it in half pretty much, just like that, right? And create a loop. So you got this end evenly, right, just like this, right? Evenly divide it and fold in half, and you get this loop on the other hand, right? Other side. So once you get this hook, by the way, sorry about my fingernail. I used to be in the army. Army really jacked it up. Never recover. But anyways, if you're a veteran, you would know exactly what I mean. So you take these hooks, just like a polymer knot, you take it in just like that. And once you get this like that, once you get the loop in, you go around and make a circle loop. Pretty simple. And with that loop, you want to put the hook into that loop. So it's like a multiple loop, just like that. Okay. And then that's it. You have a very simple polymer drop shot. So what happens is, depending on what line you have and how this is set, you're gonna see something like this, right? So, I mean, that's pretty much it. This is what you're paying for when you go on charter, like head boat, saltwater fishing, and you the tackle shop charge you like $5. This is all they do. I'm pretty sure there's some labor involved, and they do a better job. If you want to support the tackle shop, I'm all for it. I do buy it sometimes just to support them. But if you are tight with financially, well, this is a way to go. So once you have it tight like this, if you want to make it a little bit tighter, or if you feel like the hook isn't strong enough, right? You just need to take the top one or bottom one, you can figure it out, and then just take the tip and go into the loop. And what this does is creates a little bit more tension, just like that. This way, this shows it's dragged down a little bit more. So I think I messed up there. It should have been the other way. So the bottom line right here should go from the bottom loop up, which should lift your hook a little bit more. See that? But that's an easy, and then when you put a weight, it'll go down halfway and present it better. And what happens to this, what's so great about it is you have rockfish that don't really have teeth. But if you're catching barracuda, bluefish, or flounder, it's gonna have teeth. So what happens is you overcompensate. You get these leaders that are like really heavy, and sometimes if you use small hook, it'll bite through it and it'll cut through it. This one, when you have tension like this, with the hook, it's gonna bite the bait and it's not gonna get to the line unless they're biting it on the sideway and swallow the whole thing. But I haven't had one instance where the line got cut, but just like that. And then if you're using this bait, right, artificial bait, this is recommended whether you're catching flounders or if you want to give an action. It's just like bass fishing, but if you're drifting on a boat, this is a great way to do it. You just put it on and just like this. I'll show you. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to go through the bottom first, just like that, and come out just like this, right? And all the way to the main line and flip it, and you mark where you want to go in and out. So right here, so I simply turn it around and go through where I marked it, and that's it. And you could put live bait on top of it for scent or anything like that. This comes with scent, but this is ideally for bass fishing too. It'll work, but see, this is the action you'll give. In Japan and Korea, especially in Korea, they use this and they catch plenty of rockfish and all kinds of fish. And yeah, you don't have to spend so much on baits. it does a really good job. So, and then simply tie this into a swivel, or you could just do a double loop knot. So you just loop one, loop two, and cut the end. And same thing for here. You basically put a sinker on the bottom. You could do a double loop if you want, but the reason I use Dropshot is because I don't want to tangle. When I'm shoulder to shoulder with people, if I use this, I'm not going to tangle as long as I keep my line put tension in my line, and it'll stay bottom straight, and it won't get tangled with anybody else because you don't have this line going out. And this will most definitely catch. I mean, this is no different. I mean, different from any other drop loop with line going out with the hook. It's just gonna get tangled. So this is a simple way to do it. So that's a Palomar knot. Another way to do is, if you're wondering what this is, I bought this, I think, but if you have a wife or daughters, they have plenty of these hairband. Just use that hairband to, instead of using tape for your leader, just put something like this. Anyways, same concept. Here, I'm going to take the line just like that. This all the way to your shoulder, and you want to just cut it. And basically, you want to take one of the J-hook. Let me show you with the J-hook. I mean, I guess, yeah, I could show you with, well, J-hook is probably easier. You want to, this time, you want to just take this line into your hook line, and then probably get to somewhere in the middle, right? Just like that. So once you measure that you're on the middle of your line, you just need to make a little loop around it. See this? It's pretty simple. A loop just like that. So you see this? You have a line on the middle, right? And then all you have to do is get a hook, hold your hook, and then make a loop. Just like that. Left, right, doesn't matter. You just want a little loop. And once you do that, you just want to take that hook into the hole one time, two times, right? Just going 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And I think that's about it. You could wet these area, but what you want to do is you want to slowly bring it in and then straighten it out. No hurry. You want to wet it again. I'm not wetting it just to show you. As you come in closer, again, straighten it out, right? As you come in, straighten it out, and then pull this loop right here. Give it a tension and pull it a little bit, and then keep going, just like that. And then just keep going, and next thing you know, you have a drop shot, just like that. Again, you could do this with beads, so you could put beads on both sides and do this. So then it gives it a little bit of a presentation, but this is just another simple drop shot or down shot, what they call it in Korea. But those are 2 ways. I think I said 3 ways to do it. I have a video on how I made a loop on my 3rd, I guess, drop shot. So check out for my other drop shot videos. I have a little bit of different ways of doing it. So that's 2 out of 3 styles that I use to make my drop shot. So again, I could use this same concept, right? I could take this out. It's pretty much the same way of doing it. Take it upside down, go through it and pull it out, turn turn this and find the area to put the hook through the bottom, and you make this presentation with the hook sticking out just like that. Okay, and then what it does is as it drifts, this is the presentation it's going to give, left and right, and you could go up and down just like that with your tension, loosening your tension, give it a lot of action, or sometimes you just leave it and let the captain drift the boat, and it'll make subtle movements like this and attract a lot of fish. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you before I go how to set your so again, with this you're gonna have hook exposed, so if you have a lot of weeds or snags on the bottom of where you're fishing, it's gonna get caught. So you want to do a weedless, pretty much same thing. You can make the drop shot, and what you do is it's a little bit different. You're not going to go the other J hook. Started from here on the head and came out of this little at this end, but this one you have this gap right here where you want to present it, so pretty much the hole has to go in through here. So I'll show you how this works. You go in, but you come out right there just like that, and same thing, you go all the way that, and once you have it in there, you want to go present it in a similar way, and just like that. And what happens is you're going to have a pretty much weedless hook. So again, this is harder to catch because if you don't know how to hook a fish with your line, or if you can't feel the bite, again, if you're using some 50-pound line, usually I use a leader that's about 15 pounds to 20 pound max. But what happens is if a fish attacks hard, it's going to create a gap right here, right? So you hook him, otherwise it'll just slip off. And if there's weeds or snags, it's just gonna slip off. If there's no hook, nothing getting stuck, just like that. You see my finger going on top. Oh, but just like that, weedless. But either way, they both work. I've caught plenty of fish, including flounder, halibut, rockfish, bluefish. Bluefish, if you want to catch, they'll definitely go after this. Ribbonfish, bluefish, mackerels, they'll definitely attack this. And you could reuse it. Again, this is reusable. You could pretty much put any kinds of, this one is a twin tail, but you could use pretty much any bass style of artificial lure on this rig. And if you have like shrimp or anything like that, you could use those live fresh baits too, and you'll catch it. But anyways, I hope this was helpful. I just thought I'd make a unedited video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to like this video and click that subscribe button for more videos like this. Thanks.